Hey guys, I'm here with Tim. I've went by this, I don't know how many times, saying I'm going to stop here because he's just a few miles from where I live across the river. And today I stopped and kid said, yeah, he's next door. And Tim right here is a heck of a nice guy. How long you owned this, Tim?
You don't know that yet.
Well, you're a car guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So how long have you, and I came up and I was taking a picture of it when he came out, and he still, you know, so that tells me he's a good guy. How long you own this, Tim?
I've actually owned it. I got this. This was actually a gift for my 18th birthday.
So you've had it for what?
I'm 40
10
years
years?
old now.
Oh, you that, man, you don't look 40. Guys, tell me in the comments, does he look like 40? Some good living there. So 22 years you've owned this.
Yes,
Has it got the 360 in it?
Yes, it does have a 360. It is a bit neglected, but actually...
Well, you've had it, I've seen it in different spots here, so I figured it was the driver.
No, we've had it running. Had it running a couple years ago. It is capable of running. It is going to need a.
I love this right
some
here.
Work, yeah.
Now this is probably a keeper since you've had it this long, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I have people, the junk ones, people ask me, is it for sale? Is it for sale?
Right. I have had people do that. Now, a time or two before, you know, I was considering it, but you know, now at this point in life, and especially now with my father being gone,
It's
well, both parents being gone, really,
It's something
it's
sentimental.
going to get restored. Yeah, it's the
no.
sentimental value.
Did these come with the factory? Because I know this did.
Those style, no, but I actually do have a factory set.
And the headers wasn't factory, was it?
No.
Okay.
No, it had the cast iron manifolds.
It is all original though. It's not like got wires running everywhere.
There's not all the original parts. And somebody painted it like Chevy orange or whatever. Obviously, you could tell that the engine block was blue. I don't know what I don't know what was actually done, but yeah, actually, like you could see it actually. Well, I'll tell you the full story on it. Actually,
I love I love the stories as much as the cars.
Yeah, I like the story of it too, and yeah, the story is always good. But at any rate, I originally had seen this for sale in our local newspaper. I'm from Michigan.
Okay.
And, I was about 16 or so at the time. You know, saw a local ad, and I had never even seen one in person at the time. So I called him up and, you know, talked to him for a bit. It was like 40 minutes away or something. It was out in the sticks in Michigan. And anyway, Dad and I went to look at it, and it was pretty much in the condition you see now, for the most part. And anyway, we went to look
Little
at
Rock
it.
Dodge. I love them. I collect them off old
actually,
junk cars.
I normally don't like dealer tags and
But
stuff,
metal ones are cool.
but that one's pretty cool. So,
Yeah, old junk cars. I'll just say that I when they're about nothing left of them are always there, and I collect them.
But anyway, we went to look at it, and I wasn't a very good student at the time, and Dad was like, "Well, you know, I'm not going to reward you if you're not doing something that would deserve a reward like that, especially you know, a vehicle that you would really like." He's like, "You're going to have to prove to me that, you know, you could be responsible and do well at school because I know you're capable of it." So, you know, that, anyway, you know, that kind of fell through, and some time went on, in about a year, maybe a year or so afterwards, some other friends of ours, big car people, especially Mopars, we pulled up to their house to, like, they always had a show, like, on Labor Day, 4th of July, and so on. Anyway, we pulled up there, and sure enough, they had this thing sitting there, had a for sale sign on it, and my dad ended up making a deal with him. He's like, "Look, you know," he's like, "if Tim does well in school, he's like, I'll sell you this truck." And well, sure enough, that was incentive enough to, you know, bump up my grades and get my head out of my ass.
You got. Now, did it have the wood on the side and back when you got it?
I had some of the original wood, but it's
they sell it.
far gone.
They sell it.
You could buy, yeah, I've been looking up.
But I can't get over. I mean, I know somebody had a whiskey den at one time, but the rest of the body is so good.
Another door for it under here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Now, do these have the wood floor or the metal floor?
These have wood.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Rotted.
Now,
I know,
is that the original seat? I'm thinking they had Lil Red Express or something in there.
No, they actually. There's two different seat options. They had a regular bench seat, and I'm not sure if this was a regular bench seat. And then they had what they call their buckets.
That's a nice looking gauge cluster.
You can either get them in black or red interior.
Okay, that's what I've seen. Right,
And
that's a nice looking gauge cluster you got. I like the way that
I have the
the
insert that goes on there.
somebody put the old Craco. I remember Cracos.
Yeah.
I'm 55, so all this you ain't telling me that. Man, the carpet even looks.
Yeah, it's really, it's relatively solid.
It is. No, like
I know,
people
kinda
don't know
sits
cars
out
would
here.
look at that and say no, but this is, I call it a clean vehicle just because of the body. Yeah, it's had
Yeah.
some work, but who hasn't that's born in 78?
But anyway, my dad had made the deal with that guy, and anyway,
Didn't even sand it down. They didn't do really good body work.
Yeah.
They didn't even sand
Yeah,
it.
this was all. It was all just
Yeah.
powdered up, and
Yeah.
it's really that is the worst spot, as well as the little spot of rust on the tailgate, and that's pretty much the worst spot of it on the truck.
I've got a 78 Scottsdale that's got wheels. These were the kind of wheels to buy in the 90s.
Yeah, they were. That's because
cheap.
it needed tires and wheels.
Now, where's it at on the? Oh, that ain't hardly
Yeah.
nothing.
But that and the door is probably the worst thing on the body, I'd say, besides obviously painted paint and stuff.
People love these, and I love it that you don't want to sell it, especially because it is a family thing. You've owned it for, what is it?
Yeah,
22 years. I just said.
But
This
I
is the
know
cleanest
people-
one I've found that wasn't restored.
But it will be getting restored probably when everything's all settled with this estate and all that.
I'd like to see you drive it the way it is. Just get it mechanically
Yeah,
good.
actually,
People like
was
that.
Something that too I've considered.
People like
too, is
that.
Just even kind of careful. It's just
People will respect, like clean it real good, get it
Yeah.
detailed, get all the mechanicals, and of course you could always restore it later down the road. But
Right.
like all the guys that see,
It
they're
would
only
be kinda
original
funny to have
once.
it like- yeah,
They're only like this once,
yeah.
and there's all kind of restored ones.
Yeah, that's
You want, that's something that you and your dad talked about, I'm sure, and I'm glad that you're going to do it. I'm sorry. You said the estate settled, so it must have been, the death must have been not too long ago. I'm very sorry about that.
Well, yeah. He passed away just a little over a month ago.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised you even, I appreciate you coming out here.
Alzheimer's.
Man, here you come and talk about
Oh,
doing, you're still in grief.
I love talking cars, man.
You're still in grief. The car community, aren't they one of the best? I mean, you're always got bad people in everyone, but some of the best. Here, I took that, like I said on my channel, got invited to the Charleston Car Show doo-wop. 750 plus car. Nothing like mine.
Oh, yeah.
And after they see me on YouTube, they invited me up there. And I was like, park me by this 70 Skylark. There was a spot. And they're like, no, we got a better spot. Put me right beside a 100,000 plus Lamborghini. And the guy owned two of them and was just as nice as any. People, they love if you show your passion and
Right.
enthusiasm, they love it. And I love what you're doing, keeping this all these years. You hear people, they'll say, why don't he sell it? He's letting it rot and stuff. And I always say this,
Yeah,
hey,
I mean, I
he could have scrapped it years ago.
I feel terrible that it is sitting out here, and obviously.
Oh, I'm glad you got it.
I mean, I could get rid of it.
Yeah, like you said, it's a runner, because I have seen it set in different spots here, right? Or are you just moving
No,
it?
it pretty much only sat right here, but
Oh, okay. I thought I seen it over there one time in
no.
the last few months. Okay, it's just me then. I did so many videos.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a video of it running a couple years ago. My buddy came over, and it really didn't take a whole lot to get it running, and it wasn't too bad.
Now, there's a Facebook page, Junk Car Willie, but there's a Facebook group, Junk Car Willie. And what that's for is for people, anybody that wants to post videos and pictures of their cars. Don't have to have a YouTube channel. It don't even have to be your car, but that's what that group's for. I'd like to see you post that video or pictures of it.
Yeah, I should actually post it on my YouTube, because actually my YouTube name is actually like a Lil Red Express.
You got a channel?
And then my initials. Yeah, but I don't really. I mean,
You wanna push it?
It's nothing related to this or anything.
Okay. But, I mean, if you want to push it on here, people check you out.
I mean, you can link like my Instagram or something.
Okay. You want
I
to...
can't even think of whatever.
I mean, it's up to you. I like to help people promote, and like I talked to him before he did the video. And he said, you don't know me about being a nice guy. I'm telling you, I talked to the kids. He's like, he's in there, he'd be all right with it, he'd like it. And he came out, and he was all for it. That's what made me think he was a nice guy right off the bat. And then I didn't know that he owned it that long. He's got a father connection just like I do with my late father, who died a young man at 58 in 05. But yeah, but he had me pulling engines at 11. I was pulling them by myself at 14. You want to push your Instagram?